Hi, I'm Ed.
Oh, I'm Alex.
I'm Barb.
And this is Carp Family Adventures. So, this is either our last or second to last video for our Hawaii cruise, covering the sea days after we left Kauai, all the way through Ensenada.
Because we're currently recording while we're
Yeah, we're
sitting
recording in
inside.
Ensenada. You might be able to see the ships out in the back at the port.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably
but
not.
We're going to cover the sea days after we left Kauai. So on day 10, which was Sunday, January 11th, we woke up to a surprise. Does anybody want to say what was surprising on the balcony?
There was a bird! Surprise, surprise! Deja vu!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Because I don't know if you guys remember, if any of you watched our series from, was it in Australia or New Zealand when it happened?
It must have been between Hawaii and New Zealand because they couldn't just let it out and it would go to an island.
That's true. But it was a different type of bird.
Yeah,
But we had a
definitely.
bird on that cruise on our balcony and they had to get it out, and I don't know if you guys remember, but when they finally got it and they got it into our cabin, instead of putting it in a box or anything, they were just had a towel around it and
Yeah.
it threw up
A fish.
a fish. which
Wait, what?
Yeah, on the carp.
obviously you did
I
not
don't watch
watch
these
our
videos.
You didn't watch our video, so
Wait, that's kind of crazy.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, this time, unfortunately, the bird out there, it was having issues. It wouldn't move, and eventually they came and they brought a box. This time to put it in a box, and they eventually got it.
Yeah,
and
they
was able
took
to
it.
take
I
it
don't know where
away.
they took it, but
No,
yeah.
I
But
felt
yeah,
sad.
it wasn't in good shape, and it was, well, yeah.
And it didn't make it into the cabin this time because they put it in the box.
Right.
So
Yeah. So that was exciting, kind of.
yeah,
Weird that it would happen
But it
like
was-
2 years in a row.
I know, but it was sad though.
Yeah. Yeah, because the bird might not have made it.
No.
But then after that, it was just a regular sea day. We had lunch at the buffet.
Surprise, surprise.
This time we tried the Elite Lounge again at Skywalker's, which they do before dinner. Dinner time for the Elite and Suite and Platinum guests.
And it's really nice, especially since it's in Skywalker and you know, just looking out at
Yeah.
you're up there at the back of the ship and
Yeah, it
Yep.
was really nice. Oh.
music playing, and it's really nice.
And appetizers, and you can get a drink. There was a bit of a rainbow in front of us this time because we were sailing into the rain. So that was nice. And then this was sort of a special night too. I think it was formal night, but anyway, we did eat dinner in the Da Vinci dining room. So this is the only time we ate at the dining room on this cruise.
But I mean, it was weird though, because if you didn't know it was formal night, looking at people, you would not have guessed it was formal night. I mean, that's my observation.
Yeah, some
I don't
people
know.
were dressed up. We dressed up somewhat. I mean,
Yeah,
not
somewhat. I
in tuxedos
mean-
and evening gowns, but
No, but we did dress up.
yeah,
So, you know, dressed up like we were going to a wedding.
yeah.
I mean, that's what I wore to a wedding, so that's why I
Exactly.
say that.
Me too.
So
I wore white, so
you were the bride.
So you.
That's why we were going to Alex's wedding. Well,
I
you
guess
know.
so. Alone.
But it was good. The food was very good, and
Our server. It's like,
she was great. Yeah.
she's
Such a diva. I
amazing.
love her.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're going to get when you go into the dining room when you don't go in all the time. And we're waiting in line because we didn't make a reservation. And I guess the people in front of us, like they were the last ones. They said that's it for single tables. And so we were a little worried because we like to eat on our own. And then we were surprised that they took us to a table of 4, and we had our own table. It was really nice.
Yeah. So private table.
Yeah, private table.
And the waitress she even made sure everything was right with your meal.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
yeah.
the
Because you know I
filet
was having
mignon.
issues.
Yeah. And it turned out to be good. I got fish. You got.
Yeah, I got salmon. I got, oh gosh, sopa. I got a sopa for an appetizer,
Yeah.
and then I got salmon for my main course, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was probably like one of the first times I was able to actually eat an appetizer.
Yeah, you got the appetizer.
I got
you
the coconut shrimp,
Yeah.
and I guess the sauce was off to the side, but for some reason I didn't
Yeah.
ask for it off to the side, but it didn't come. But if you looked
Yeah.
around, it came in, you know, like other people, they were getting it, and it was in a dish off to the, you know, on the side. So it was kind of, but it worked out because,
Yeah,
you know.
and it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was yummy. It was nice and
was-
sweet. And
It was also really crowded. So like I recommend going early, especially if you want a private table, because as soon as like we sat down and like started ordering, I feel like a lot of people like came.
Yeah, in the walk-in ones, you really do have to get theirs
Yeah.
before they open to wait in line. Yeah,
but it worked out.
yeah, it worked out. And then after that, there was another exciting thing that happened at the end of the day. We went to the casino.
Oh,
This was the
yeah, I
casino.
forgot.
And Barb, you only put in
I put
in
20 in.
but your first play didn't win anything, right? Or was it?
I can't remember. I think I only hit
Yeah.
it like twice.
Yeah,
and I ended
twice.
up winning like $75.
Yeah.
So of course, you know me, cashed it out.
Yeah.
It's well, I didn't cash it out right away. I think yesterday I went and cashed it out. So I ended up cashing out like almost $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good. You know.
Yeah. So that was fun. That was a
Yeah.
surprise.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really in the mood really to play too much, and it was I don't know. It's very crowded
Yeah.
in the casino, and I'm sad. Robin and Bob, they don't have a coin pusher on this cruise,
Yeah.
but they do have a crane with the money, the bills. But I chose not to do it this time, so. But anyways, but it was good. I won a little money, so that was nice.
Yeah. Well, I was back in the room because I was having issues with my allergies. Yeah, I started feeling this way like after Hilo, but I was fine, and then it would go away, whatever. But then it's like after that bike ride, I think it really threw me off because you can even hear it in my voice, and it's been like 5 days or whatever, but it's only allergies. Like I'm not sick.
Yeah, 'cause
like
you
I
don't
get
have
this
any
all the
other-
time.
Yeah, you don't have any other symptoms, your nose runs.
Yeah.
And then you were able to get,
Yeah, at the med center, they were able to give me the nasal spray. Not a rinse, but a spray. So I've been taking that, and it's been helping a lot.
and then I have some allergy medicine that I
Yeah,
take every
so
day
it can help.
anyways, and you
Yeah.
use some of that. So.
But if you know you have allergies and you're going on a long cruise, I recommend always bringing medicine because I did not do that.
Yeah, and then because this is the first sea day outside of Hawaii, we were sailing eastward, so the sun was setting behind us in the west. So we've been trying to get selfies and shots of the sunset. It hasn't cooperated great because sometimes there aren't any clouds and it's not that great. But we'll keep getting those and try to do some selfies. There was a sunset that night that was nice. And then we went to bed. I guess after that we didn't do the Explorers Lounge stuff that night. But the next day was Monday, so another sea day, Monday, January 12th. And this morning we went out to the breakfast buffet, but we ate out on the aft deck of the ship.
That was nice.
Yeah, the temperature was nice. It wasn't really windy.
We always like to eat out there, but
Yeah.
we haven't been lately or in the last few cruises because it's usually just too windy.
Yeah.
And I like to eat eggs in the morning, and it's hard to eat eggs when you have the hair blowing in your face and stuff like that. And then the eggs get really super cold, and that's not very good. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very nice and pretty, and
Yeah.
got a table.
And then we really didn't do anything. We just kind of relaxed the whole day. But this was the night of the Captain Circle event.
Oh, that's
So
right.
we did do we got the invitation to the Captain Circle event, and since all three of us are elite on Princess, we were all listed on the card,
card,
that they give you. And the invitation card they give you, I don't know if they check them when you're going into the thing, but they do use it as a drawing because they give away bottles of champagne, so which we did not win, but
No, which is fine, 'cause-
Barb and I went to that. Alex wasn't that interested.
Which is a shame because you haven't been able to go to one yet.
While the reception was going on before they did their program, we talked to the Princess Insider. I think it's a new title or something of a position, but basically a person who helps you out, lets you know kind of the things to do on the ship and off the ship. Her name was Nadine, and she's from South Africa. We talked to her for quite a while.
Yeah,
about
she
her.
came up to us.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Yeah, she was nice, and she was asking us what our favorite parts of the trip were and stuff.
Yeah, and we told her that we've liked it all, and we were just here. We've done this cruise a few times, and also that come I guess it will be May. It will be well, our anniversary's in April, but it was May 20. It'll be May 25 years ago that Ed and I took our first Princess cruise together on our honeymoon to Alaska. So we were telling her that we were thinking of doing that again, just to do it, or we might try to go somewhere else. So
Yeah.
so she thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
So we've been sailing with Princess that long.
Yeah.
So see, we like Princess.
And then speaking of that, they always do this at the Captain's
Oh, yeah.
Circle, the most traveled guests, which really means the most traveled with Princess.
Wow. Yeah.
And like they'll honor three couples, it turns out, and give them champagne and Effie products or something. I don't know. But the third most traveled on Princess was like they had 1,300 days, right?
I think it was
1,300
Yeah, was it 13 and yeah,
nights
then
and 90 cruises with Princess.
It was crazy.
And then the second one had, I think, around
with
1,500
15 something,
and 100 cruises, and then the most traveled.
1,700.
Yeah, like
Wow.
over 1,700 cruises. And I think over 100 cruises, of course.
So and then to put that in perspective, like so Ed and I, although we try to travel mostly on Princess, but of course we've tried the other cruise lines when, especially when the kids were younger and stuff. I think I've traveled I've done 25 cruises, and
Yeah.
I think it was like 251 days. And then Ed's a cruise ahead of me because he went one time with the family where I stayed back with Alex. She was doing color guard, so that's
Yeah,
pretty,
and Alex is pretty
know.
close to us too, because there were only like 2 Princess cruises before she was born, and then that one she missed. So she's in her 20s also. So she's elite is like 16 cruises or something.
Yeah, I
in so
think
many
both our
nights.
kids are,
Yeah.
because they've
Yeah.
been cruising since they were babies.
So that was fun, but it was pretty quick too, which is, I guess, kind of good for everyone, especially the officers.
Yeah, it seemed a lot faster than before.
So
I
they
don't
went
know.
through it quickly. The captain said a few words. They honored the most traveled guests, and then the captain took pictures with the passengers who went up to him. We didn't do that this time,
No.
but that was fun. And then after that, we went to Explorers Lounge. And this was, so we dressed up a little actually that night too. So that was like 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Not as much as, well,
Okay.
the previous night, but
Wait, if that's how this year's gonna start, I don't know if I like that,
Yeah, we
because I
need
don't like to dress
that
up.
way. But in Explorers Lounge was a fun, and I'm glad Alex came to that one with us. It was their cartoon trivia.
Oh, yeah.
So they just showed cartoon characters.
We've never seen that one before.
No, mostly Hanna-Barbera, and you just had to name the character. So we won that one.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah, we got all but one. Hong Kong Phooey was there. Squiddly Diddly was there. I know that's Heather's favorite.
What was the one we missed? I don't remember.
We missed the cartoon called
Freakazoid, yeah.
which I think is probably from the 80s or 90s.
I still don't know if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, because the rest of them, almost all of them were from the 60s and 70s.
It started
And-
off, I think, with what? Felix the Cat.
Well, yeah, Felix the Cat and Mr. Magoo were a little earlier.
I got those.
Yeah, but then it was all Hanna-Barbera basically.
Yeah.
It was just, Huckleberry Hound and Quick Draw McGraw and all the familiar characters. So that was fun. We won that. She gave us some water bottles, but they don't have a lot of prizes. So we said we don't need the water bottles. We had a few, even on the ship. We have a couple Princess ones now.
Yeah.
So we gave them back so they could use for other prizes.
And they were happy about that.
Yeah, and then after that was the disco music trivia.
Which we did better than I
yeah.
thought we were going to do. We
Yeah.
say that every time, but it's true.
But I wouldn't have. I mean, I did recognize a few of them, but not too many. And then after that was the Liars Club game show. That's the one
Oh, yeah, that's always
where it's hosted by one of the activity staff, and the cruise director is one of the people up on stage. So they get 3 people up on stage, and basically they play balderdash. So they say an unfamiliar word, and each person gives 3 definitions, and the audience has to figure out which one is true. Yeah.
But I liked it a lot because
was fun.
it didn't seem like it was. I mean, of course they repeat stuff because that's the joke about the whole thing. But I thought it was really smooth. Like you weren't like, oh my God, when is this gonna end? Type of thing.
Right.
I never felt that. This
Yeah, it
particular
was
one.
very comedic, and they did a lot of physical comedy too, and they were good at it, which is could go the other way, but it didn't. It was
it
fun.
was fun.
Did you stay for any of that, or no? Okay, you've seen that one before, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a lot of fun, the Liars Club, and then we just went back to the cabin and got some sleep.
Yeah.
for our next C Day, which was day 12, which was Tuesday, January 13th. And this was another kind of typical day. There was an art auction that day, so
Wait.
Barb went to that. Okay.
For C days, I've been getting into a routine where I go up onto the top deck with my
Oh,
book,
great.
and at 12 o'clock they always play a movie. So I've been on this specific, chair while the movie is playing and reading my book. So I was able to finish one book called Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it's amazing, and I highly recommend it to anybody who loves space, romance, drama. Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. You got into
Is that when you
Yeah.
got the sideburn? I mean,
The
the side
sunburn.
sunburn
No,
on
no,
the
no,
sideburn.
no. That was
Sunburn on the side of your
that
face.
was on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah, so we're still on Tuesday, I guess. And we didn't really do too much. So we did, after eating at the buffet, we went to down to Explorers Lounge for the
Surprise
trivia.
prize.
And this was their 80s night, which is when the activity staff tries to dress. They've done it more effectively in other cruises, but they sort of dress like the 80s in colorful clothes. This one,
The leg warmers, that was cracking me up.
yeah. This one, they've had some funny costumes, but not as funny as some of the
Some of the other,
cruises.
yeah, which is
But
fine.
The first trivia was back to the 80s, which was like historical trivia about the 80s and some famous people and stuff. And I don't think we did too well on that one. I don't even remember the questions really.
Oh, best.
But yeah, so that was best of the 80s. And then the next one was back to the 80s music trivia. And that one actually, I think this is where you see the guy was hosting it in an afro wig or something, which is
Yeah.
more 70s than
70s.
80s, but it was still kind of funny.
Yeah. He looked good with the.
Yeah, but this trivia where you only had to name the song, not the artist, I think, was actually exceptionally easy, and we got 20 out of 20 of them. And I think 5 or 6 other groups also got 20 out of 20. So they didn't give any prizes for that. It was mostly for fun. But that one was also fun because it ended in a dance off. Remember
Oh, the two, yeah,
so
yeah.
this activity staff member was more doing like contests and things like that, and having people sing along more than the trivia. So through the trivia, he got 2 people to come up and dance with him to certain songs. And then at the end, because he said he wanted to do a tiebreaker because so many people got 20 out of 20, he didn't really do a tiebreaker. He just invited those 2 people down again to do a dance off, and it was fun because, I mean, one of them was clearly sort of more energetic than the other one, but it turned out that
They had to ask his age.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have passed for 21.
Yeah.
Honestly, but then the cruise staff asked, "Well, what's your age?" And people in the audience were saying, "Well, what's his age?" He says, "I'm 18." So he really would have won.
Yeah.
But because of the prize was a bottle of champagne, he even said,
Wow.
"Let me." Here he just said, "Give it to her," whatever. So that was
Yeah.
really sweet.
yeah, but she deserved it for being a good sport too.
Yeah, of course.
So that was fun, and then after that was 80s movie quotes trivia, which we hadn't done before either, I don't think. We didn't do too great on that, but some teams did well on that one. And then the last thing, it was a late night in this one, we watched the Voice of the Ocean auditions.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe we've seen it once before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we've, yeah, that was pretty neat to see that.
Yeah.
No, we gotta go see the actual.
Yeah, we'll have to see the actual
I think
final
that's
contest.
tomorrow.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
must be at sea. Yeah, so it was basically, the karaoke singers, but they're voted on by the audience to who goes into the finals on the last sea day.
Yeah, so it's
For
good. You
Voice of the
actually,
Ocean singing contest.
yeah, you take a piece of paper and you write the numbers down. I think they had 8 or 9.
Yeah, they had quite a few. 1 or 2 were doing it for fun,
Yeah,
just
but,
jokes.
and they weren't that bad.
No, they weren't bad.
It
They
was
were fun, but
yeah,
they weren't serious.
Yeah,
so
no,
they wouldn't have gotten in. But
And then
that was
we
fun.
kind of got up as they were voting. I think it was. So
Yeah.
I was kind of
I don't know who won.
no, but I don't know. We kind of said who we thought, but we weren't voting anyway.
We'll
so
find out tomorrow.
Yeah, we will find out who
Yeah.
got into it tomorrow.
Hopefully those 3, but it is what it is.
Yeah. And then, so we went to sleep. The next day was another sea day, Wednesday, January 14th. And happy birthday, Doug. My brother
Oh, that's
Doug's
right.
birthday.
Doug, happy birthday.
January 14th. So again, we relaxed mostly. Alex did her reading up on the.
Yep, this time it was Superman, so of course I stayed
movie,
from
yeah.
the start of it to the end of it. And that's when I actually finished my book and also got sunburned. And it was really embarrassing because it was only my left side of my whole body because the sun was, here. So it was half of my
You
face.
could turn sideways.
I
and
don't think you can see it
kinda
anymore.
Still see some of it.
Okay, well, there's like this massive line divoting between the two, and then also my arm.
What was that? Because we spotted Alex, and you went up there and talked to her and
Yeah.
said that we were walking over, I think, to the art auction, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't say anything to put some stuff. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
know.
I'm
Luckily,
teasing.
I was wearing a hat because I've been having issues with my forehead getting burned, and I wore a hat so it didn't get burned. Thank God.
Yeah. But that was a typical day. We went to Skywalker's again for the Elite Lounge, which was good again. We saw the sunset.
But we didn't go to the art auction, right? Or did I go alone? I don't remember.
No, the two of you went, and then we got ice cream.
So,
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know, I've gone to the art auction, but we didn't buy anything.
Yeah, we haven't bought anything.
I
Nothing
did-
was too interesting.
Well, yeah, no, I didn't buy anything. I was good.
And then I also found out on Wednesday that one of my classes already started, so I had to
yeah.
start working on that, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's good you can do it from remotely.
Yeah.
And that's for your master's.
Yes, for my
Yeah.
master's, it's already started, which is crazy.
And then at night we did the Explorers Lounge stuff that started out with famous couples trivia, which fortunately Alex was with us, so we got 21 out of 24, which I would have only known a couple of them.
And then even the ship names. I don't know how I did it, but I was popping off with
Yeah.
the ship names.
After that was Love Songs trivia. I don't know how we did on that one. I think we did okay.
You guys left me, I think, on that. Wasn't
No,
it
we
the
left
one?
that
you
was the
breakup
breakup
The
songs.
songs.
breakup
was the
songs,
later
and I
one,
did
yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah, you did, just by yourself. So we should probably let you do it by yourself because we
No.
always give the wrong answers. After that, so after Love Songs Trivia was the marriage match game show, and it was good that Alex stayed through this one too.
Yeah.
These
Or
were
was
some interesting couples that they got on this ship.
We did miss you, Bob and Robin, of
Yeah.
course. But
These
these
people were pretty
were-
funny, and only one was trying to be funny. The others were
they were just.
a little odd.
I don't know, this old man was literally talking like how I talk, and because where you just can't understand him, but he's just going
was
on.
cute.
He was really cute. He's an old little British man.
That I guess lives in the state. They've lived in the States for a
Yeah.
while. They're really cute.
Yeah.
But they didn't have the newlywed couple.
They were old.
They were I think he said it was his second marriage, right?
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
was, and they're
Oh,
a little
yeah.
older. So they didn't have a young couple that
Right.
were real newlyweds.
Right,
so
right.
that was interesting
Yeah.
too.
But the cruise director, Harlequin, his name,
He's-
he did a really good job at handling the wackiness.
Well, yeah, because a couple things just fed into
Oh
a
my
joke
God.
that he didn't even set it up. It just
No.
and he even said it because you can't write this stuff. It was pretty
No,
funny.
and then the audience, there was an audience member being so annoying.
yeah, like a heckler, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
or not funny.
no. Of course.
No, but maybe he's had a bit to drink. So
Oh, there's a seagull. I don't know if you can see, but there's a seagull on the back.
Oh my God! Look at him! Oh my God! He's
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta get a
He's
picture.
looking for some food, I guess. And then after the marriage match was the breakup songs, which we mentioned. And
Where did
Barb did
we
most
go?
of that by
because
herself.
you
which was
guys
pretty
wanted
well.
to go get more food.
Yeah, we
I
went to
think
the
that was-
buffet.
I didn't want to get any more food.
And then the end was something you want to say what we've been kind of waiting for a couple cruises.
oh my gosh! Yes, finally happened, and I was a little nervous because the marriage match went over.
Oh yeah.
And then they brought it the other quiz or whatever. It was the Love Boat trivia because I think one of our cruises that we went on, I was so excited that they were going to do it, and then there was an emergency or something.
Yeah, it was
happened.
canceled or
It
something
ended
went
up-
late. Or,
It got and we're and they said that they promised that they would, and it was more at the beginning of the cruise, and they promised us that they would reschedule it, and they never did. So it was a bit disappointing. So I was very happy about and we did really well.
we did okay. We
I thought we
16 out
did
of
really
20. We did tie for the best one.
16? I thought it was 17 out of 20.
No, we missed 4.
Oh,
And,
sorry.
the other-
I should have known the Vincent Price one.
Yeah, the other group also missed 4, and then they won the.
Oh, and the
what
Reggie
was it?
Jackson one.
Yeah.
I did say it, but you wrote something else down.
The tiebreaker.
Yeah, the tiebreaker. Excuse me.
Yes.
So that
What-
was that. But that was fun. And so then we went back to bed, and then got up the next sea day, which was yesterday from when we're recording this, which was Thursday, January 15th.
Yeah, we started the day obviously eating breakfast, and then the morning or the night before, I was like, okay guys, this is finally they're doing craft. So anyway, we started with quilling. If you don't know what quilling is, it's where you take a bunch of like strips of paper and you roll it, and then you glue it, and then you can form it into different shapes. And then I think in that bag we have it, but I can send you a picture or whatever. And then you can make things. So like we made fish out of rolled paper, and sea stars and tulips. So it was fun, and it was easier than I thought it was going to be. I was scared because it's so small.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it needs a specialized tool. It's easier with a specialized tool. And they gave us everything we needed, which was good, and it was pretty full.
There were 82 people in that room.
Wow, yeah. So after that, we had lunch on the aft deck again, and this time we saw a photographer taking pictures of a couple probably renewing their vows or something on the back of the ship.
Oh, it was their anniversary because they later in the night they were dancing alone in the what is it called? The middle of the ship.
The piazza?
Piazza. Yeah, they had a dedication song for their anniversary.
Oh, that was
so
nice.
it was really cute.
That was good.
Nice.
But then, sort of the most unfortunate thing happened yesterday, which was when we were in line for the quilling, the captain came on the PA system and said that there was a medical emergency and someone had to be evacuated. So a lot of the day was just the crew preparing for that.
But it also said too, when you guys were doing the crafting, that the captain said that it was going to take about an hour once.
Yeah.
Oh, that was later though in the day when
once the
came on.
helicopter left San Diego,
Yeah,
it would take an hour to
hour.
get to us.
Was it San Diego they were coming from? Is that what they said?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but it was San Clemente. It was
Well, we were headed towards San Clemente Island.
Oh, that's what it was.
Which was
okay.
where we were going to rendezvous with the helicopter. But I think they were taking it back to San Diego.
That's just crazy though, a whole hour. I mean, and the ship was, making a bit of a detour. But I'm still amazed that the ship doesn't stop.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting too. He said, we've been doing this since last night. Like, we've been on this course since last night. I thought that was insane. I was like, wow.
I didn't hear that bit.
Yeah, it was in the beginning.
But we made it to port this morning. Everything was fine on time. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't affect our itinerary. So we did end up seeing the helicopter because it circled many. But yeah, it must have circled 10 times. And there was a plane too. I'm not sure if it was a Coast Guard plane or something else that was also doing something out.
yeah, that seemed like a bit
in
of
the back of the ship.
A bit of a distance, so was it?
Yeah, but we saw it a couple times, and then we got some good shots of the helicopter, but not them airlifting the person off.
No.
But it does turn out that the last time we were on the Ruby Princess, we were going to Alaska with all of us with the two kids in 2022, and at that time we also had a medical emergency and a helicopter evacuation, and that time we did get actually video of the thing being lowered and stuff, but this time we didn't.
Yeah, it's just scary.
Yeah, and we hope the person is
that's
recovering.
amazing.
And it got them back in time. So that was a big event, the medical evacuation. After that, that was in the afternoon, mid to late afternoon, like 2 to 4 or something.
Oh, yeah. And I've also found this really interesting when you're on the deck, on the top deck, like they take down all the chairs, they put them all away, because obviously like they don't want it flying away and like disrupting everything. So I went up at like 4:30 almost, and I got myself a little drink, and they were setting, they still had everything cleared out and they were trying to put it back up for a movie night.
Yeah, but they do that fast. They
Yeah, they're insane. They're so good.
Yeah. So then after sunset, we went to Explorers again. This time it started with couch potato trivia, which was kind of fun. I think we'd seen this trivia before. But it was all about really just TV shows over the years from the 50s through the 2000s.
We did really well until the last category when they would put something on the screen. They would put a quote. Was it what was it? They would
Just a description
a
of the
description of the show. and you get 3 chances. So if you get it in the first clue, you get 3 points. Second clue is 2 points. Third clue is 1 point. So, and that's what kind of hurt us. But
Yeah.
we got a couple of them right out of 5.
I don't want to talk about how I didn't get Supernatural until
Yeah.
point 1.
That's all right.
And then after that was what they call Wizarding World trivia, which of course is Harry Potter, but they don't want to put that in.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like the Magic Kingdom trivia is Disney, but they don't put that in the
But
description.
it was
pretty
created by
well.
Marjorie. It wasn't like a general
custom
trivia.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
Marjorie
she was
actually
good.
made it. She put her little Instagram handle on. I was excited. So I got 11 out of 25. I got all 11, the first 11.
Yeah.
And then it just got, I was like, I literally do not care.
But somebody got all of them right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. And then a lot of people did really well. I
Yeah.
mean, they maybe missed 1 or 2, or I don't know. But yeah, that
And
was all you because we.
Oh, yeah,
your
we
dad
didn't-
and
I
we
know,
don't wanna
but
do.
she was pretty good. I
Yeah.
asked her, I was like, do you know what
You've
this
been on the
is?
ride.
She said Huffledore.
I was
It was exciting.
kind of joking on some.
But she got 9. She got 9.5, which is pretty close to 9 3/4.
I
Oh,
meant
the-
9
the
3/4.
platform?
But yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
And
But
then-
again, that's from Universal.
After that, then the last thing that night was we watched a magician, Elliot
Oh,
Hunter.
Yeah, he was good.
He was really good with card tricks and rope tricks.
And a lot of it was up close.
Yeah,
but
right.
I have to say I really like the way that they got the camera set up and you were able to see it
Yeah.
on the screen and everything.
Yeah, and I
So-
think it was real too, instead of like a pre-recorded one. 'Cause
Right.
you could have done tricks that way, but
Well, I guess that's why they
he
had the
brought
2
people up,
Yeah, the
and you could
keys.
sort of see that they were interacting. So
Yeah, that was
yeah,
good.
yeah, he was good. He ended it with a little Princess Cruises.
That was pretty
advertisement, so
cool.
that was fun.
Well, he wants to come back.
Yeah,
Well, he's been doing it for a while though.
20
so-
years.
yeah, that's what they
And
said.
he's a member of the Magic Castle, I
Yeah,
think, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, so he was very good. That was it. We went back to the cabin and went to sleep, and that was last night as we're recording this. So,
Yeah.
We didn't go to bed till like midnight.
so I guess that's everything
So now are we going to go out
for our
and
sea
tonight?
days.
No. I will be back here in 30 days.
Oh, you're
Oh, yeah.
coming back next
Alex
month.
is coming on a carnival cruise to
Yeah.
Mexico. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. So any shout outs for the last video?
Why are you looking at me? I don't have any shout
I don't have a lot of friends.
What?
You do.
Shout out to everybody that's watching, and thank you
Yes!
for those of you that subscribe and
Like,
like our
Yeah,
videos.
you can like it.
And as of right now, Ed and I are in the middle of trying to find another cruise for possibly April or May, or both. No, I'm just kidding. One of them. And then we definitely have a cruise booked, a 12-day out of Canada.
Cruise in September.
Yeah, but it's not going to be on Princess, unfortunately. But we will be going with Park West to go on another art cruise with them. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
It'll
that should be fun.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
hope to see you guys soon. And we do have a few things that we're working on at home that we're trying to do some day trips and stuff like that. We have a couple things that we've shot that we haven't posted yet. So
Yeah.
maybe when we get home, since the holidays are all done and that, I still like to do our World Series day that we got to go see the World Series. So
Yeah.
we might still post
Yeah, we
that.
should
We'll
post
see.
that.
Because that was pretty exciting. So anyways,
Thanks for watching.
yeah, take care everybody.
Bye.